Thank you for joining me today here on Plan to Paint. I'm still a little bit under the weather and won't be able to continue talking the whole time, so we're just going to play with some color ideas. I've added a turquoise to the palette a couple of weeks back, and I haven't really had a chance to explore what I can do with that yet, so I'm going to put in some turquoise waters. And we're going to try a purple sky with some burgundy mountains and some greenery and some lands around the water. So we'll see how it goes. We're just going to have fun today and let things go, and it won't be a lot of talking. I will just let this unfold and do some voiceover and a video summary later. So to start, we've already got our canvas prepped. It's an 18 by 24 inch stretched canvas. I've already laid down the base white layer. And so I want to bring some alizarin crimson down, and to that we're going to add just a touch of the Prussian blue. Try to develop this into a nice purple sky. See what we've got going on here. Yeah, I think this is going to work out nice. Alright, so let's get this on a clean, dry brush. Lay out my cloth to clean my palette knife off with. Alright. We're just using a dry 2-inch brush, picking up some of this, loading our brush with this purple. We're going to start in our top right corner today. Just bring some of that color in here. We're making little crisscross strokes. Got a little bristle in here. Just kind of pick it up with your edge of your brush. Get it off your painting, you don't want to leave those in. Alright, once we get that worked in there and kind of more evenly spread out, we're just going to take and go back and forth, kind of blend it all out. We get a lot going on in our sky there. Now I'm going to take a different brush. Another clean, dry brush. I'm going to bring down some of this phthalo turquoise that I've been wanting to play with here. We're going to start from the outsides and bring this in. Isn't that a pretty color? I think that's beautiful. Trying to keep the brush strokes as horizontal as possible here. We're going to leave a little bit of light in the center there for where the light comes, reflects off the water. And just like that, we have a lot of water happening out here. See variations in the depth below, some movement in that water. Isn't that beautiful? And I think I would like to see a little bit of cloud activity up in the sky. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that sky color brush that we were working with earlier. I'm going to bring down just a little bit of more Prussian blue into there. Just going to darken it up a little bit. We're going to make some little rolling things happening in the sky here. Just using the bottom corner of our brush. You can let them float around and roll around however you see. Put some back in there further. Into that we want to just very lightly kind of fluff them up a little bit. Just little light circular motions, barely touching, just a few hairs. Kind of grab a little bit of those wisps and pull them around. And just the way the air currents move the little clouds and tend to kind of soften the edges a little bit and leave more of a flatter bottom, but nice curved sides and top. It also causes various blending to occur, so you get variations in your lights and your darks inside your clouds. I'm going to bring down just a little bit more of that blue, Prussian blue. I'm just going to lightly tap along some of the bottoms of these clouds. This adds some shadow to the bottoms of the clouds. There's some spots in there. Kind of pull it sideways with the bottoms of the clouds. Gives them a little more depth. And now, with a dry brush, we're just going to ever so lightly come across the tops. Just kind of blend them out a little bit. It kind of marries them back into the image. Beautiful, beautiful sky coming together here. Now we're going to take our palette knife. We're going to bring down, let's go ahead and move this off to the side. In case we want to get back to that later. We're going to bring down some alizarin crimson, a bit of our Van Dyke brown, a little bit of black, and just a touch of that Prussian blue as well. We pull it down, and we're going to cut across. You have to decide where you want your mountains to start. I think right here is good enough. So yeah, so we got a little bit of a mountain floating on here. And with our dry brush, we're going to just come up here and pull this down. And bring down a little bit of our white into this. We're just gonna barely touch it. Add some highlights. And then bring down a little more of this. Add just a touch of Prussian blue. This will be our shadow value. Just like that, we have nice looking mountains. A little bit of mist forming there. Alright, isn't that beautiful? I love the purple sky and the interplay with the water here. And now, I'm going to make a dark value up here for some... what should we have here? Kind of a tree living up there. I think we'll just take this same dark value, maybe bring down a little more black into this. With the brush with it. I'm just going to start putting in some tree shapes here. He needs a friend. They all need friends. We all need friends. So we're just going to put another. And I'm just kind of tapping and pulling a little bit. Just trying to think of the branches on these trees. They kind of reach out into the sky. This is on some good land here, so bit of land where these trees are living. And let's see here. I think we ought to just bring this on and bring it around here. Get a little bit of an inlet here. Alright, so now we're going to mix another value here. I'm going to bring in some alizarin crimson. So I'm going to move this just out of the way here, our mountain value. Mountain colors over here. Again, we're going to do some alizarin crimson. Some Van Dyke brown. A little bit of Prussian blue, a little bit of sap green, a little more sap green, this will make a nice brown. And we want our darks to be dark, so we're going to bring in some black. I think we're going to have a nice little pine tree. Just going to load up our fan brush here and get some good paint in there. What do we got? We got one right here. We're just going to move back and forth. He needs a bit of a friend. We'll get some more in here. One right there, yeah. Just kind of work back and forth. And if two's good, three's even better. So we're just gonna keep putting some what do we think? A couple of nice pines we got going on there. Let's see, maybe some little grassy things out where these are living here. Instead of those, we need to add a little bit of a highlight here. So I'm just going to bring in some sap green. Just a small touch of our white. We're just going to start tapping in a little bit of color here. If you've watched trees, you'll notice they don't get a lot of highlights towards the bottom. Make sure you leave a lot of your dark. If you destroy your dark, you'll lose your depth. And you'll end up with just a flat little painting. Oh my God, isn't that looking nice? It's really showing up on the camera, unfortunately. We're going to do the same thing with the pines. A little bit of our whites down. We're not getting a lot of detail yet because we're not quite to the foreground. So just a little bit of light dancing out here on the colorful pine trees. Crap, my arm's going to sleep. Alright, so far we've got ourselves a nice base to work from. Don't want to destroy our mountain view here as we add in some more prominent, using another dry brush, some more prominent highlights. We're going to take a little bit of yellow ochre and a little bit of Indian yellow. A little bit of Van Dyke brown, I think. And a few little grassy things growing out here on this island. so with that, we're going to come forward and yell another plane. So to do that, we are going to go back to this. Put in some nice it comes right over top of this, so we can just see it back in there. And this immediately pushes that back. We're going to let this inlet stay here, but we're going to kind of give a wavering back into this. It's not so deep of an inlet. We don't draw the viewer's attention too far out. Just kind of pushing up, brush, closing up all that. And I'm actually going to bring this down here, cut this water off a little bit, I think. Alright. I like that. I like that a lot. And so, we're going to take a liner brush. Where did you go, liner brush? And I got to bring some more brown down. A bit more alizarin crimson, some sap green, some black, a little bit of the Prussian blue. Then I'm going to bring in some oil. Some oil in that liner brush. Mix it here. And we have, where do we want this tree to live? This is the problem I run into. I get to where I like what I've got going on here, but I want to keep it building onto this. And end up a little paralyzed with indecision on how to progress the painting. That's why I'm here practicing my compositions. More oil on here. And he needs a little bit of a friend. So we're gonna drop one right here. And I like to draw these kind of mighty oak trees. They're old. Most of the smaller lower branches have fallen off already. But they have a lot of green foliage still at the top. And growing in between these two, there's a little bit of a smaller one here. And just getting its start going here. So it's not quite as full. Let's finish cleaning out these trunks a little bit here. And you got big old roots. And this one's not quite as big on his roots yet. We've got a few smaller trees living back in here. We'll have one out here kind of towards the end. And he got himself out here and grew quite well, but the water has kind of come in and he's having trouble. He's struggling. And he kind of lost his struggle, and so he's kind of just a bit barren. And he's going to stand out all the more for the fact that he's the only one not thriving. A few more in here. Alright, so as I said, the only one A little more of this green. Not thriving. So our one here, the base of the mountain. And now, we're going to liven this up a lot. I'm going to bring some sap green down. Actually, I think I'm going to use my palette knife for this step. And our cad yellow and a little bit Indian yellow in here. We're going to lighten this up quite a bit here. Some nice green. Even as we get closer, we're going to go to more of a yellow. Really kind of make this area pop. And let's bring some attention back to the side with the mountain. We're going to have the random, let's bring down some more sap green, some yellow. I'm going to add a little titanium white to this because I want this to really be a vibrant. Not vibrant, but very much light. And separated from the trees in the background by the more vibrancy of the highlights here. All right, so now we're going to bring down some Illustrating Crimson and some brown and some black. And we're going to put a little bit of dirt along here. As this water has washed away a little bit of a bank. Now here we're going to have a little bit of our color from our trees. I got the same thing going on here. A little bit of a bank, a little bit of a beach area here. Under that we need to add a little bit of a highlights. Some random things going on in here. A few little rocks here. Kind of breaks it up a little bit. additional things growing up right along the edge here. A little bit of color. Trees out here. And with a dry brush, we're gonna grab some of this color and pull straight down. And then lightly move across. Give it that shimmery effect. And do that again here. We're going to pull down, bring some of this color down. And then we're going to go across. Get some of that off of there, ever lightly. We'll drop a little bit in there. Oh well. The thing about painting this way is you don't worry too much about the things that all happen in the... All the variation adds interest to your paintings. If not reality. I think we're going to take our palette, our knife here. We're going to bring in some liquidy white. We're going to cut in a little bit of water lines. There we are. I think we have ourselves a finished painting. We're going to take our smaller liner brush here, a little round, get some oil on there, and bring it into my bright red. Today I'm going to try just my initials. One of the things I keep mentioning is how long it takes to sign my name. I might want to use a little bit smaller brush next time. More oil. Alrighty. So what'd you think of today's composition and play? I hope you enjoyed painting along and you ended up with your own very lovely picture. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and click that notification button if you want to know when we're streaming again or when we've released new videos. And remember, don't be too hard on yourself, just keep painting. Until next time, take care.